All right, so I did a radio interview with 700 WLW earlier, and some of you didn't get to hear it, so I took the liberty of taping it for you.
All right, Sag. We'll talk to you again shortly, buddy.
See you, Sag.
You got it. We'll see you guys later.
All right, coming up, maybe you've heard that there is a local lady who's going to be on the new cast of Survivor. Good-looking woman now.
What about poor Greg, though?
We're going to track Greg down. Remember the guy that we were talking to who walked across the country?
It's a sad story.
We're going to get his feedback on this lady. I believe she grew up around the Oxford area.
Mm-hmm.
And she has been selected to the new, smoking hot.
You think Greg was just a little too cheesy?
Yeah.
Might have been a little heavy on the cheese.
Yeah, I just didn't
Nice guy, though. Nice guy.
Super nice guy. We're going to talk to him in a couple of minutes, but now it's traffic and weather together. What do you got, Johnny?
Southbound 75 actually looking a little bit better this time around. You're off and on the brakes from south of Hopple through the cut in the hill. Northbound 75, there's an accident at Donaldson. It's over on the right shoulder. Look out for that. And you're on the brakes northbound 75 from north of 74 to Paddock. Northbound 71 getting heavier this afternoon from north of Montgomery to Pfeiffer. And southbound 471, a bit of a slow go approaching 275. Cleaning up an accident at Kellogg at Salem. I'm John Stillworth with traffic on 700 WLW.
Power of 5 weather, cloudy, pop-up showers and storms possible tonight. 67 is the low. Early rain and storms possible tomorrow, partly sunny in the afternoon. 77 the high, 76 now at 700 WLW. Our guest, Greg Insko, how you doing, buddy?
I love you guys.
It's good to hear you haven't lost your sense of humor and your enthusiasm that you showed the whole time we were talking to you when you were walking across the country, Greg.
It's been rough, I'll tell you. When it rains, it pours. But the latest thing, oh man, I don't know. It's killing me I don't even want to read the paper anymore.
So you're talking about our friend, is it Marissa, I believe?
Marissa. Oh, Marissa. You really want to talk about Marissa right now? We could be talking about Jonas Brothers or something exciting?
Well, I just want to get your thoughts on that. Here you walk whatever it was, 2,800 miles, and take your tape to Survivor. You walk through the burning hot desert and climb mountains, and she shows up, looks good, bingo, in.
Yeah. You know what? When I was reading that story that there's a local college student or a local somebody that's going to be on Survivor, I was looking at it and I'm reading her thing and I'm reading this article and I'll tell you, I was hurt more than Tracy's batting average. I mean, it's just
take it out on the tracer.
Hey, Greg, you know what really bothers me about your situation? It's the money that you spent. I mean, it cost you a lot of money, didn't it?
Well, not really. I mean, honestly, I left with, like $32 and a laptop because everything I donated, I donated all my clothes. I gave away everything, everything I could at the time. So it wasn't so much that as it was because it really wasn't about the money, but now it is. Now that I'm flat broke. Oh, are you kidding me? Jeez, old Pete. They said I was too nice and I wasn't greedy. Well, jeez, old Pete, when you're going to put me through what I've been through these last couple months, my God, I'm going to be the meanest, greediest person you ever met pretty soon here.
Now, see, that's what you need. Now, maybe they were just trying to help you out, Greg. You get another year of meanness in you.
Exactly. You know what? But the only thing is I'm not a model or an actor, so... everybody keeps telling me I have a face for radio and I can talk more than a teenage girl with rollover minutes. But so if you're listening out there and you think I should intern at 700 WLW with Eddie and Tracy, call them now and tell them because I'm not doing anything but training between now and January 1st. And I need to pad my resume if I'm actually going to get on there.
Greg, would you do it again?
Absolutely. In fact, January 1st, I do plan on doing it again. And unless somebody can come up with a better idea. So if anybody listening out there has a better idea, Facebook me. In fact, if you go to my Facebook, Greg Insko, there's a picture of the girl that got on Survivor and somebody photoshopped my face on her body. I look pretty good in that picture. So if you get a chance, check it out. But yeah, January 1st, I do want to do it again. After I left, they left a bad taste in my mouth, and I just can't go out without a fight. It was just I can't go down like that. So
now
think of a plan B.
Greg, you're making that announcement here on our show today that you are going.
Got it.
As of January 1, you're going to start walking again.
January 1st, I'm going to go coast to coast, but I got to find somebody to go with me because before I was doing 2 miles per hour, 15 miles a day. That was a pretty typical day for me for 30 miles. If I can find somebody to go with me to drive ahead of me, then I think I can do 3 miles per hour because I'm not going to have a backpack on me. So 15 miles or 15 hours a day times 3 miles per hour, that's 45 miles. I think I can leave January 1st and get there on Valentine's Day and, again, you know, woo them maybe. You know, I'll surprise them. I got a little surprise for them on Valentine's Day. We'll leave it at that.
Greg, now you ended up in Marina del Rey, didn't you? And you had a chance to meet the producers. Did they fly you back?
No, you know, I got to Studio City, and I got to be honest, I'm sorry, but it felt fake. It just felt so fake. And then, you know, sure enough, she called me back the next day right in front of where Marilyn Monroe had killed herself or died or whatever, and she just killed my dream. She said, "You're too nice. You're not greedy. You get eaten alive. We can't sugarcoat it. You just don't have what it takes according to your application to outwit anyone." You know, I'm like, oh, you know, deep breath, Greg. You know, you can do this. So that's when I've been coming up with, you know, ever since then I've been coming up with this plan B, you know, to walk again. And this time, you know, it's easy for them to say no to one person. I'm just one person, but they're going to have a tough time saying no to, you know, Cincinnati or their biggest, you know, viewing area. So I need you guys' help. I need your help big time.
Leaving on January 1st, buddy, I don't want to break this to you, but it's going to be kind of cold.
It's freezing. It is definitely freezing. But I'm going to go, I'm going to tiptoe the Mexico border. So pretty much I'm going to be like Savannah, Georgia, or Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to go coast to coast. So I'm going to start the lower half. And if I've got somebody that'll drive with me, you know, that'll drive ahead of me, then at least I don't have to worry about cell phone. I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about water. I don't have to worry about the cold because I'll always have someone, you know, close enough. If something does happen, I'll be okay. If anybody out there wants to go with me, hey, I'm taking applications. I need somebody to drive. So
I'm getting Shadow Hair to do that.
Who is Shadow Hair? I haven't.
You wouldn't have to worry about protection. You'd have a superhero with you, and I don't think Shadow Hair's doing much else, honestly.
All right. Well, we'll have his people call my people.
All right. Well, Trace, anything you want to work with wisdom for Greg to get out there? And...
No, I mean, Greg, sooner or later, don't you gotta just hang it up and get a job?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got good jobs now, but, you know, it's after my tenants got murdered, I'm not real crazy about doing real estate. The camp counseling job is over for the summer. After this, I've got a plan C. Plan C is crash and burn. And after that, you know, I just got to be content knowing that I gave it my all. So I just can't accept how it went down the last time I was there. It wasn't right, you know.
But Greg, when you talk about Survivor, I think you would agree with me. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's models and actors, and I'm not a model or an actor, but maybe 700 will help pad my resume. And
knowing what a nice guy you are you going to be rooting for Marissa, or are you going to be rooting for her to fall immediately?
You're not going to watch that show.
I am definitely rooting for Marissa. I can't wait till she gets voted off first. No, I'm just kidding. I am going to root for her. She's hometown. You know, everybody. When I got back home, everyone's like, "Boycott Survivor! Don't watch it! Let's burn cars and all this." I'm like, nah. You know, we don't need any more riots. You know, I will root for her, but at the same time, I'm gonna grit my teeth knowing that, you know, she graduated from the School of Creative and Performing Arts. So no offense, but it sounds like a struggling actress to me.
All right, buddy. Well, Greg Ensko, we'll be in touch. Maybe we can work something out here at the big one to try to help you along further the cause. I'm sure we'll be talking to you a few more times between now and Jan 1.
Absolutely. I love you guys. I love you today. Put Greg on Survivor.com.
Thanks, Greg.
Bye.
Happy guy.
Happy guy.
I mean, I'm more upset than he is.
I know.
It bothers me. I mean, the guy put a lot of time and a lot of money into this, and he got nothing. Zero.
And he's going to
hang with him.
And he's going to do it again.
No.
Well, we got traffic and weather together. Northbound 71.